Hello everyone, I am Sudhanshu Moore and I hope you all are doing well. Today I am going to discuss about three-dimensional fabric. You would be well aware of 2D fabric, but today let us see about three-dimensional fabrics. The third dimension which is neglected in two-dimensional fabrics. Here we do have some significant role of third dimensions. In 3D shape, weft yarn is aligned and inserted at different levels in one or two directions. There are numerous advantages of making 3D safe fabrics, which we will go through obviously. Basically, technical requirement made us to do so. Before we start going in details, let us classify the textile assemblies. There may be many ways to classify the fiber assemblies. Even you can find a way to classify, but that classification should serve a purpose. By the way, fiber assembly means the way in which we arrange fibers. There are four levels in which fibers could be assembled. That is fiber, yarn, 2D fabric, 3D fabric. 3D fabric can be made in conventional machines as well as specially made weaving machines. Before talking on the machines for 3D fabrics, let us classify the 3D woven fabric that can be solid, hollow, cell and nodal. There are many other classifications by other scholars. The other one is by Fukuda and Aoki. It was given in 1986. Here you can see that every dimensions itself have different common classifications like as non-axial, monoaxial, biaxial, triaxial and multi-axial. We will discuss further according to previous classification, which means 3D fabric as solid, hollow, cell and nodal. So the first one is solid woven fabric. By name you can be clear that it is solid inherently. Till now solid structure could be made by three major methods, and that is orthogonal woven structure, angle interlock woven structure, multi-layer woven structure. Let us see about orthogonal woven structure. Here you can see an orthogonal woven structure image. Orthogonal structure is bounded by two methods. One is ordinary orthogonal structure and other is enhanced orthogonal structure. The enhanced structure have higher density. The second one in solid structure is angle interlock woven structure. These do have set of straight weft yarn and a set of warp yarn, and these are woven with weft in diagonal direction of the thickness. This kind of structure do have high tensile modulus and tensile strength, but low shear rigidity. And this low shear rigidity is used in many applications like as making helmet and female body armor. And the third one is multi-layer woven structure. Here each layer is composed of a set of warp ends and a set of weft ends. A stitch can be introduced from any layer to any other layer, but there are two conditions. The first one is the stitching points should be properly hidden from the fabric. The stitching points should be properly hidden from the fabric layer to which it is stitched, and in the introduction of stitch should not alter the weaving pattern of the fabric layer into which stitch is introduced. For a stable fabric, the stitching yarn should be stitched only into the adjacent layer above or below. All warp and weft yarn in multi-layer fabrics are crimped. So these all were 3D solid structure. And now let us see 3D hollow woven fabric. Even in 3D hollow fabrics, there are two types, and one is 3D woven fabric with flat top and bottom layer, and the other is hollow woven fabric with uneven surfaces. In the first one, this type of hollow fabric have three or more layers of fabric. If you cut cross sectionally, the fabric may have these structures. The first one is trapezoidal, triangular and rectangular. Spacer fabric, which you have definitely seen and used somewhere, is also fall into this category. And now the second one is hollow fabric with uneven surfaces. In this, adjacent layers of fabrics are combined and separated at arranged interval, and here you can see in this image. These are the two major type of hollow cell fabric. We saw about 3D hollow fabrics, and now we will look into 3D cell woven fabrics. And into it, the first one is weaving with discrete take-up. In 1999, a scholar named Busgen modified take-up and let-off motion. Can you imagine that what will happen if you have different take-up and let-off tensions in individual yarn? It will basically not make plain fabric, but a fabric which having bulge. The same thing used by Busgen and invented a method for creating a 3D cell fabric. The discrete take-up and fabric result in double curvature in the fabric. Each yarn is controlled electronically and it is like controlled irregularity. Here you can see in the picture. And now the second one is use of combined weave to make cell woven fabric. By using different weaves, one can make 3D fabrics like as when honeycomb weave is mixed with plain fabric, such kind of fabric is made. It happens because of different length taken by different weave, causing uneven distribution, which result in combined weave. And as in third one, cell fabric by molding. So as you know that textile fibers or textile fabrics do have extensibility, shear and flexibility. Any structure of fabric can be turned into any mold. Now the fourth one is use of origami principles for box cells. Origami may be a new word for you, but unknowingly you would have made some creative shapes in your childhood for sure. A few examples of origami is paper made aeroplane or boats. So it is that simple. The similar creativity can also be used in making textile shapes. Okay, so now we will look into 3D nodal woven fabrics. Nodal means a pathway or network diagram. So in 3D fabric, when these fabrics are formed by any network formed by different tubular or solid member joining together, it is 3D nodal woven fabric. Here you can understand clearly that what is nodal structure is exactly. You can determine any particular use of from this kind of structures. Okay, so we discussed all classifications of 3D woven fabric, and now let us see about devices which have been developed to make some particular 3D fabrics. Here you can see a machine which make 3D fabric. It was developed in 1976. It is non-interlacing weaving device. Here X yarn is inserted and beaded. Similarly with Y yarn. It is done till desired 3D structure is achieved. In 1992, Mohammed and Zhang patented a method for creating variable cross-sectional shaped 3D fabric based on orthogonal structure. One more scholar named Khoker developed a weaving machine in 2001 which is capable of setting in two directions. So these are the three types of machines which is made during last few decades. So it's done lots of things we discussed in 3D fabric. Textile 3D structures give unique properties. On one hand, 3D solid structures can be used for making reinforced and composite spacer fabrics which is hollow structured and is widely being used. In this presentation here, I hope you all learned something new today. There are many things which need more work. Even you can do on them and get any innovative design, application or machinery which can be useful. Thank you.